Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be running the Frieza again. Now, I did decide to try him again, because I was having a bad day when I actually decided to do the showcase, as you probably could tell. Um, I did decide to do it again now, especially since I recently got him up to 4 stars thanks to my guaranteed sparking ticket, or my GSP, from the 7 tickets that you get for your Ultra Space Time banner. Got some really amazing strike attack equipment on him. Yeah, I've got to be honest. His stats now at 4 star, even though they were already quite impressive after transformation prior, they're much better now. Now, I decided to put the Dodoria on the bench. I decided to take away the Zarbon because I didn't want the blast damage. And I decided to keep the Ginyu Goku because he gives extra strike damage by quite a lot. And I wanted to run the blue cooler alongside the red Frieza. Now, to give him the crit bonus and bonus damage. Now let's just look at his stats. Post transformation is 153k and 136k and then 90k defense. That's actually very, very formidable, you know. That's fantastic. So jumping straight into game 1, guys. We come up against another Lineage of Evil team. I mean, when you go into the meta now, all you're going to be basically facing is Lineage of Evil. It's because everyone's wanting to try out the new units, which is fully fair enough. I mean, I don't blame anyone. I really want to get my hands on that cooler, the purple one, because he does look infinitely better than this red one. Even though this red one does have his own unique, I don't know, desirability, I suppose you could say. This transformation, in my opinion, the Friezas, is it's just so much better than the coolers. It's just my opinion. You can disagree with it if you wish. Now, here, thankfully, we catch our opponent in the sidestep, being very patient today. Catch him in the sidestep, go on a little bit of a rampage with our red Frieza. I noticed that I've had a feeling he was going to either bring in that yellow. I had a feeling he was going to bring in the blue cooler because he wanted to minimize damage of his red. So I decided to bring in my cooler after the second attack, and then thankfully I had my Rising Rush ready for this cooler because I do not want him posing a threat to my red. And I was so tempted to choose one of those blue and green and whatever, but I was like, nah, it's too obvious. I haven't used one in ages. So thankfully, there we go. We take out his cooler. That is the biggest priority. Here he's sidestepping. Very nicely timed. Got very lucky, not even gonna lie. Notice how I sidestepped into my ultimate ability because I knew there was no doubt in my mind that Frieza was coming in to minimize the damage from this. And it was just a very good way to drop combo. So I don't know why I didn't go for Cooler's Blast Armor there. It would have been much smarter. It's actually quite stupid of me not to do so. But thankfully we bait out the blue card from the yellow Frieza of his. We can got a nice hectic counter attack with our red Frieza. Now, okay, yes, his strike damage is fan-freaking-tastic. And his blue card, bang. I have definitely changed my opinion of this card now that I've actually used him in matches that were not just lag. So, a huge shout out to this opponent because this match was buttery smooth. And it's so rare to be able to find matches like that these days. So, thank you so much. A huge shout out to Addy, or 80. I'm pretty sure it's Addy, but huge shout out to you. Give you a GG because that was a very good game and just such a nice game. So thank you. Jumping into game 2 now. Right guys, so we are in game 2 and against, you guessed it, Lineage of Evil. Now, we catch his, just look at the damage. Just look at the damage this Frieza does. I know it's the green one, but good lord. With all the buffs of the Namek Goku, the Dodoria, all the Lineage of Evil allies on the bench, the damage of this team is unreal. Now, there is one weakness to the team, is that they are kind of glass cannon. So, there you go. We take out his red unit immediately. So he doesn't have the luxury of... I was going to say, I don't really think he'd need it, but at the same time, he kind of does, because he needs someone to defeat my golden Frieza, and my red one. I know he's got the cooler, but in all honesty, I've seen the damage this Frieza can do when he's type disadvantaged, and it very much does not make me worry coming up against the Cooler. Now just look at the damage this Frieza has done on the switch from Cooler. He's a monster. He is still one of the best units in the game. Easily. Easily, no contest. 1.1 million crit. Now here I decide, wait for him to do something. Unfortunately, I waited too long to pop my main ability. I was hoping for one more sidestep, but unfortunately I didn't get it. So I was just hoping to buy as much time as possible because I didn't want him to rush my red unit. That was the only one I didn't want to rush. So thankfully he messes up. I thought I got rid of his Vanish. I was wrong. So, only reason I'm not worried about this is because I want to show how well this Frieza can tank. That's a blue ultimate ability from Cooler. That is not something to just be light, just to make light of. Especially a red unit receiving that. So, that is unreal. His tanking ability as well as his damage is actually phenomenal. Now, I would have ideally loved to get the switch from the blue Cooler to this red Frieza in order to do this. But I decided, you know what, I want to show what this Frieza can do against a type advantaged unit. And of course, the one card we choose is getting guessed. I mean, I doubt I'll ever show a video these days of me not getting guessed in one of my rushes. Now, I leave the Frieza in, you'll notice, because I want to show how well he tanks against a blue unit. Cooler's strike damage is unreal, just by the way. Against the when he's type advantage. Sometimes when he's type neutral, he'll just decimate any units. So, that's nothing to be scoffed at. And I decided at this point, I mean, yes, it's his showcase, but at the same time, I'm not going to waste either one of their lives, full health bars for like 100k on my red Frieza who's type disadvantaged. So, realistically, I just wanted to show what damage he could do with that Rising Rush, and he delivered. That was unbelievable. I very much actually come to like the unit, but I don't know. I still don't think this is going to be a staple team of mine. There you go. Now you have no Vanish and you lose the game. That was a very, very sick game, though. I very much enjoyed that. Again, very nice and smooth. So, GG. And I do like the team. Don't get me wrong. I do like the Lineage of Evil and the fact that they actually have a red option now. So, who knows? I might find myself playing with them more often. Jumping into game 3, we have a Lineage of Evil team again. Sorry for no variation, guys, but yeah, I'm sure you can understand that, you know, everyone's more eager to try out these new units. So, yeah, that's just the best I could do. I was very intrigued that he didn't move in the beginning of the game. I was assuming he was going to wait for me to sidestep again, hence why I did not, because I wanted to just try and take full advantage of his patience, which unfortunately for him was not going to be a virtue. Unfortunately, my switching actual timer thingy took a bit long, so that was unfortunate and cost me quite dearly, because I mean now we lose half our Frieza's life. But that's fine. So now we get to heal some of it back with our main ability and epic transformation, quite frankly. I knew he was going to go in for a tackle at one point, but I don't care. Because now I catch you in the sidestep and your Cooler's gone there. That's what I mean. His strike damage is nothing to be scoffed at. And I knew this Frieza was coming in. Now I had a tactic here. It was very bold, very stupid, but it was worth a try at this point. Here, I know... if he decided to, I don't know, if he just fell asleep, I would have gotten away with it, but he didn't, which is unfortunate, but yeah, if he fell asleep, I would have been able to get that ultimate ability off without him tanking all of it. Just bear in mind, that was 2 strike cards, guys. That literally took majority of the yellow Frieza's health away, but it took away a significant amount of the green, and there's 1 blue card that's nearly just decimated the green Frieza. So, oh, that's just unlucky going for a tackle. Oof. And here I go for the ultimate ability for blast armor, but unfortunately he uses a blue card, the only thing other than a Rising Rush that could counter it. Unfortunately we lose that combo attempt because he gets a very good Vanish. Which is unfortunate, but let's just admire the damage. The damage that this Frieza can dish out. 156k strike attack. That is unbelievable. unbelievable. Here, of course we get caught in a rising rush with the man I'm trying to actually show off. You know, back in the day when I actually watched Dragon Ball Z, I was always confused if Frieza was a boy or a girl. I knew the guy had a green card in his hand, hence why I chose the green card. The reason being because English dub. I watched English dub when I was a kid. I didn't watch sub, and I still don't watch sub. So, hate me all you like, I don't care. I did have to watch the English sub finishing off DBS because I could not wait anymore. So, yeah. Anyway, until I actually played the games and realized that Cooler was Frieza's brother, and Frieza was Cooler's brother, I was like, ah! Because the voice in English kind of makes you think otherwise. So, yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Childhood flashbacks. Get a really, really good clash going and really just high stat going. So actually, thankfully, we win and finish off with attck last. This Frieza, honestly, I'm going to say is one of the better ones in the game. His strike damage is nearly unrivaled. Even the Xela Gohan would struggle against him. So, guys, I'm going to give this unit a very, very high rating. If you get the chance to use him, by all means do. You will not regret it. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.